National Gun Violence Awareness Day. Whereas every day 100 Americans are killed by gun violence, and on average there are nearly 13,000 gun homicides every year. And whereas Americans are 25 times more likely to be killed with guns than people in other high-income countries. And whereas protecting public safety in the communities they serve is the highest responsibility of the Will County Board. And whereas support for the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens goes hand in hand with keeping guns away from people with dangerous histories. And whereas board members know their communities best and are positioned to understand how to keep their citizens safe. Whereas in June 2013, Hadia Pendleton, a teenager who was tragically shot and killed, should now be celebrating her 22nd birthday. To help honor Hadia and the 100 Americans whose lives are cut short and the countless survivors who are injured by shootings every day, a national coalition of organizations has designated June 7, 2019, the first Friday in June, as the 5th National Gun Violence Awareness Day. And whereas the idea was inspired by a group of Hadia's friends who asked their classmates to commemorate her life by wearing orange. They chose this color because hunters wear orange to announce themselves to other hunters when out in the woods, and orange is a color that symbolizes the value of human life. And whereas anyone can join this campaign by pledging to wear orange on June 7th, the first Friday in June in 2019, to help raise awareness about gun violence and honor the lives of gun violence victims and survivors. And whereas the Will County Board is renewing our commitment to reduce gun violence and pledge to do all we can to keep firearms out of the wrong hands and encourage responsible gun ownership to keep our children safe. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Will County Board and the Will County Executive declare the first Friday in June, June 7, 2019, to be National Gun Violence Awareness Day in Will County. Be it further resolved that the Will County Board and the Will County Executive encourage all citizens to support their local community's efforts to prevent the tragic effects of gun violence and to honor and value human lives. Adopted this 16th day of May, 2019, and I so move.
Moved by Ms. Cook, second by Ms. Summers.
Discussion?
Question? What, pardon me?
Yes. There is no such thing as gun violence. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. Cain killed his brother Abel with a rock. There is no moral superiority of one type of violence over another. All violence is wrong. The next item on the agenda should be declaring the second Friday in June as Armed Citizens Saving Lives and Property Awareness Day, but it's not. I know.
Any other comments?
Do you have a roll call on the proclamation?
I would like,
Julie?
I'd like to also make a comment. I would appreciate the opportunity to be able to read and review the proclamations prior to the meeting. I asked several times, wasn't able to get a copy of it so I could read it prior to it being read in the meeting. Part of the problem is that trying to absorb what Amanda just read, I'm not quite sure what are the county board members' actions and how are we supposed to reduce and do all we can as a county board member, encourage all citizens, and support local community efforts. I'd like more detail in the future. I believe we already do that. I believe every day we take our job seriously and we're out in the community, we're supporting our sheriff, we're supporting our local units of government. So I'm just unclear as to what the proclamation was going to, what it was going to achieve other than acknowledging this national effort. And I get that, but what I don't understand is the purpose and actually the clarification of what more do we need to do. In other words, what aren't we doing? I don't understand that. So in the future, if I could make a recommendation that we have the ability to review and see the proclamations before they are proposed, I would really appreciate that. Thank you.
Amanda?
This proclamation is to wear orange, to bring awareness to gun violence. So that is what the proclamation is meant to do. and it was given to staff approximately a week ago.
Mr. Balich.
I have a serious problem with the word gun violence. There's a lot of other violence, like the turkey knives on Thanksgiving, baseball bats, golf clubs, hammers, bombs, suicide bombers. So when you put the word gun violence, you're automatically assuming that the gun is the violent thing. It's the human being that's the problem, not the gun. And it's very irritating to me that word is used like that, gun violence. We should have just taken the word gun off it and call violence. Because if you got killed by somebody beating if somebody beat your son with a baseball bat and he died, you look at him in the eyes and say, well, we're going to have Baseball Bat Awareness Month? I mean, this is absurd to use the word gun in the same sentence with violence in this way. Because guns are not the problem, people are. A gun is a tool, just like a fork or a knife is. And they can be used as weapons. And battery acid can be used as a weapon. A screwdriver can be used as a weapon. I could get mad and hit somebody hard enough with this stupid tablet and it's a weapon. So I refuse to vote yes to, or even come close to supporting oh man, am I mad about this. A stupid resolution saying that a gun is violent.
I could have done that too. I was hoping that people could be more respectful.
Speaking into your...
I was hoping things would go a little bit more respectfully today. There's a section I'm going to reread, and the section says, the Will County Board is renewing our commitment to reduce gun violence and pledge to do all we can to keep firearms out of the wrong hands and encourage responsible gun ownership to help keep our children safe.
Thank you. Ms. Cowan?
Thank you, Executive Walsh. I'm just a little astounded that we all can't agree that a resolution on safety that affirms the Second Amendment is not something we would support in this community. I look forward to the series of resolutions that Mr. Balich will bring forth regarding fork safety in the future. That is, of course, up to him, but this is specifically talking about safety in one area, and just kind of surprised.
Mr. Balich?
You know, if we're going to start bringing up items like this, I want to bring up Proclamation to talk about execution of babies in late-term abortions and after-birth abortion, which is appalling to most normal human beings. Why don't we start talking about something like that? If we want to start getting political and using the word gun, I'll start using things that are really important, like abortion. There's more babies killed with abortion than are shot with a gun. And we don't even know the number of late-term abortions when the baby is viable.
We're not on that.
Well, I'm just trying to throw it out. We're going to have a problem. We're going to be bringing political things up as proclamations. That is nuts.
Steve, that topic is not up for discussion. We got this resolution, and we're going to call the roll. Oh no, Mr. Pastor.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
Rush.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you. I too agree that whatever issues that are brought up on the other side to my right, I will be very respectful of and listening and will be open-minded too. However, this issue is not on those subjects. Having been personally what recently occurred in my family, I think unless you've been there, I think this is an appropriate resolution. I think the discussion is very healthy. However, this is not about a matter. I shared with a gentleman recently at lunch that I bought an SUV. And the reason why I bought the SUV is because I have some calorie challenged grandchildren. And I had to have room for them to fit in it. And so I needed something bigger. However, the purpose of the SUV was built to transport my calorie challenged grandchildren. However, if I use it to ram a group of people on the sidewalk, now it's called a different, and the state's attorney, Jim Baxter, knows that can be called vehicle homicide if I does that on purpose. However, it wasn't built for that reason. And so having a recent experience, gun violence, I'm 110% a supporter of this resolution and always be open-minded to whatever anybody else want to bring for discussion. Right now, it's a yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Madam Clerk, call the roll.
Perry,
Yes.
Frizalone,
No.
Ogalla,
No.
Summers,
Yes.
Cook,
Yes.
Rice,
Yes.
Harris,
Yes.
Trainier,
Yes.
Fritz,
No.
Mueller,
Yes.
Gould,
Yes.
Van Dyne,
Yes.
Ballant,
No.
Brooks,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Ventura,
Yes.
Dollinger,
Yes.
Markham,
Yes.
Berkowitz,
Yes.
Cowan,
Yes.
Tumanello,
No.
Weigel,
Yes.
Prolitis, Winfrey,
Yes.
Affirmative, 6 negative.
18 affirmative, the motion is carried.